this a little closer here so we can see better. I'm gonna kind of point this light away from me so. And let me, okay. All right, so I'm gonna start off, Jandy, with putting some base coat to get us started. So we basically, this is more so for me to practice, and Jandy has volunteered to help. So I just kind of did a really, what would you say? I just kind of shaped up the nails a little bit, and we'll do a finish file at the end here. But I'm gonna put on a base coat just so we have a nice smooth surface to work with. We're gonna do some Halloween nail art and talk a little true crime. So if that sounds like something that you might like, come on in. Okay, let's see. So I'm not really prepping with anything underneath. Again, this is really just for me to kind of practice on doing some Halloween nail art, because since I'm a new nail tech, I could use the practice. We're gonna do some Pac-Man Halloween themed nails. Should be really easy, beginner friendly. And we're gonna talk with our true crime, we're gonna talk Sebastian Rogers. And there was a lot going on yesterday because he had a little vigil that was planned. And there was a true crime lady named Bullhorn Betty, if you don't know. She does a lot of really good work. I don't always agree with her or her methods or how she kind of conducts herself. But it was a really nice event that was planned yesterday. And I was excited to watch. I was excited for Dad Seth, because he's always working hard to get the story out about his son so he can bring him home. And I was real hopeful that it would go over really nice. And I did hear that it did go over really nice. It's just a lot of drama happened, and it was a lot, right, Jandy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly to say, we were watching Justice for All, Justin, over on Clutch Them Pearls, and it was just really emotional. There's other YouTubers involved that, oh gosh, have been really stalking Betty, honestly, and trying to do anything they can to destroy something really nice that was scheduled for this missing boy, and it was devastating. So if you follow true crime, I would love to hear if you follow this case, if you know anything about it. Sebastian Rogers was 15, right, Jandy? Does that sound right?
I can't remember now.
Yeah, I think he's 15. He went missing out of Tennessee, and went missing about, I want to say about 7 months ago, to the best of my recollection. I believe it was in February. We've been following the case from the beginning. He's an autistic boy, and he went missing from his home. He's lived with his mother and stepdad. And Jandy, if you'll put your hand in the nuker for just like 60, because this one's a little bit different, this base coat. So he went missing from his home where he lived with his mother and stepfather. And his dad is also in Tennessee. And supposedly from mom and stepdad, they say that Sebastian walked out of his home in the middle of the night, although he's not a child who would do that. He doesn't have a lot of friends, so it's not like he is, went to a friend's house and is hiding out or staying. Yeah, didn't have shoes on when he left. And in Tennessee in February, it's, was it February or March? Shoot now. It's been about 6, 7 months. So mom and stepdad say that he walked outside the house in the middle of the night and went missing and has not been seen, heard from, nothing since. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And if you look at what's out there, I'll say already that mom and stepdad have not been acting right, in my opinion. They seem to have something to do with it. That's my opinion. Stepdad has been really, really, really working hard. Or not stepdad, sorry. Dad has been working really hard to bring his son home. And just really sad case. There's some video out there as well. Something went on in the middle of the night that he went missing. Outside of his home and kind of around the corner at about 3:30 a.m. There was some kind of a vehicle that was parked, and there was activity with flashlights and multiple individuals moving around that vehicle, and one of the individuals is seen with the flashlight going back home. Hey, Chris. Thank you for joining. So I'm gonna go in with Madam Glam's Perfect Black. We're gonna put down a black background to start with. And we're doing kind of Pac-Man Halloween vibes. So anyway, stepmom and dad have not been acting right.
And not been on searches.
Yeah, and not been searching, not been doing anything to help bring their son home. Bio dad is doing all the work. His name is Seth. And he does not appear to have nothing to do with the missing of his son. I can't say the same, for mom and stepdad. And they have conducted themselves, just gonna be real honest, they have conducted themselves like total asses on social media in the beginning. They've been rather quiet for a little while now. Somebody has evidently told them to shut up and stay off social media, in my opinion. Yeah, we've been watching it from the very beginning, and it's just really, really troubling. I don't know what's wrong with these parents who seem,
In Tennessee.
Yeah. And yeah, just Tennessee has a lot of cases that things be kind of looking one way and be kind of like obvious, and you're thinking that the police are going to put it together and, someone's going to get arrested soon. It just seems, though, to me like no body, no crime is kind of how Tennessee is kind of conducting themselves with these missing children's cases. Summer Wells is another case that we've been following for years now that is very similar. Things look really obvious, that the parents had something to do with it. All this is allegedly, by the way. I know a lot of true crime people say that. And I just want to cover myself because I'm just a nobody out here. So there's another creator she's pretty big in true crime. Her name is Bullhorn Betty. She has been on this case from the very, very beginning, and she has kind of teamed up with Dad Seth Rogers to help get the word out about Sebastian and get some information flowing on this case, because somebody knows something. Especially because we know that there was that car out there in the middle of the night when he went missing. And there's multiple people walking around, so we know people know something. It's just a matter of time and getting those people to become concerned enough to come forward and say what they know. They really need to. So anyway, Bullhorn Betty, if you know her, she's a little controversial. I don't always agree with what she has to say or how she conducts herself, but I do think she does a really good job in getting the word out there for these kids. She travels a lot to the scenes, and she does a good job covering cases, and I don't love normal media. I like watching my news and media from YouTubers. And I guess I should say some TikTokers, depending. You know, I don't know as many TikTokers as I do YouTube. But so they had this event planned yesterday for Sebastian Rogers. It was going to be, oh, watch out, Jandy. There's a little bit of black on here. Get it? Okay. I didn't want you to get black on you. So they had this event planned. They were going to do kind of a vigil and a motorcycle ride. Actually, it was at Cars too, which I didn't know that you could follow in your car on these like motorcycle rides, which I just think is really, really nice. And I think that's a great idea because so many of us don't have motorcycles, but would love to participate. Certainly if it were in my area, I would. But if I get quiet for a second, it's only because I'm not great at the nail art, so I'm kind of concentrating. Okay, let me get a good coat on here. Sorry, Jandy, I know I'm kind of bending your finger. I don't know why the thumb is always really hard to get to. So this event has been planned for months. And I hear that it went really, really well. All proceeds were going to be donated to a really good organization for animals. Okay, go in the light. And it was a rescue dog animal place. And I thought that was really, really nice and thoughtful because Sebastian loved animals. And I thought that's a good idea, you know. Well, Betty has a lot of fans in the true crime community, and she has a lot of haters. I'm not a hateful person, and if I don't agree with something that somebody says, I turn the channel, or, you know, I just don't comment, or I don't watch them, or whatever the case may be. Like I said, Betty, I don't always agree with her, but I think she does a good job, and so, you know, in some regards, so I'm supportive. When it gets to where there's name calling and it becomes really immature, or something tacky is going on that I just don't agree with, I don't watch. I'll turn the channel and I won't watch for a while. I don't know why it's so hard for a lot of other people to do that. I guess there's just a lot of people out there that love drama, especially, unfortunately, that flock to true crime. Because let's face it, true crime is one of the only areas on YouTube where creators can make a lot of money in donations and support for what they're doing. And content creating is not easy. It's hard. It is a lot of work, and it's not cheap. There's, you know, if you have all the equipment and resources that a lot of these folks have, it's expensive. It can be very expensive. I know, like for me, usually, you know, I just kind of have the bare minimum because I have a small, tiny channel that, you know, I enjoy doing this right now. And so that's what I do. But these folks do it for their, you know, for their job, for their career. And so I think that's the draw, unfortunately, for a lot of bad creators too. Wouldn't you say, Jandy? The money aspect of it? Because you get a lot of people, you're right, you get a lot of people who, you know, are very kind and big-hearted, and they get really invested in these, you know, crimes, especially with the children, because children are just so innocent. And it's not a place for those type of creators, but what are you going to do about it? They're going to be there because that's where the money is. Unfortunately, that's not going to go away. But these childish drama kind of creators love following Betty around, trying to get her in trouble, digging up any kind of dirt they possibly can on her, and splashing it to, you know, everybody and their brother. And they've been doing that this whole case with Sebastian as well. However, they knew that this event was going on for little Sebastian yesterday. And recently, I should also let you know that recently, stepmom and dad and their parents, because their parents are very much involved in what they do, or his parents, they took out a restraining warrant, restraining order, whatever, on Bullhorn Betty. Just happened last week. And, you know, whether you agree with that or not, that's, you know, your prerogative. I personally never saw anything that Betty did as being anything that they would need to get a restraining order on. And I think Betty is actually going to fight it, but that was like last week was just the first preliminary kind of trial thing, and that nobody, like the judge or anybody, really investigates what Betty did, right? They just kind of grant them a restraining order. Okay, back in the nuker for 30, and it's granted until they have another hearing where Betty can show that she hasn't done anything like that. You know, what they're claiming, and them being in fear of their lives and feeling like they need to get a restraining order, which is just a mockery, and I think it's a huge hindrance for this case and other cases. You know, I just don't think it's right.
Was it detailed in the report?
Yeah, it was
What she did?
detailed. Yeah, and they said it in court last week, but I don't know how they can come up with that. Like, anything she did was not anything that a regular reporter or journalist hasn't done or doesn't do, you know? And they even did on this case, you know, in the very, very beginning when it got a lot of attention. But then, of course, as missing person cases do, the attention falls off. And I feel like YouTubers and these content creators on YouTube and true crime do a wonderful job, a lot of them, of putting the attention back where it needs to be on the missing child and keeping it there for a while. Like, no regular news channel is gonna, you know, stay on a case that long and talk about it every single night, you know? Yeah, they're just not gonna do that. So I feel like that's where the YouTube creators have a real bonus here. Let me look at that background, Jandy, on the, I think their channels are really, really important. And because I like following stuff like that, I love that. Okay, let me show you guys what this looks like. Oh, I'm upside down. Okay, so so we've got black. I'm gonna draw some white lines to create kind of this blue, where we're gonna put our blue. I'm gonna do that first. Okay, I'm gonna put her phone just right here where I can see it for a second. And let me see your fingers, Jandy. I'm gonna start on the middle nail. And I don't try to be perfect, guys, so when you do nail art, and even when you're practicing and trying to get better, don't ever think that you have to be perfect, because it's just not, you know, nobody needs that. So, okay, I'm gonna make, let's see, let's do a T. This is just fun, right? And we're naturally gonna get better the more we do it, so I don't stress about it. My lines are never going to be perfect because I'm old and I'm not that, you know, I'm not that concerned with it. Let me get this little, where is my cleaner brush? I don't have my cleaner brush right now. Let me see, that I'm going to need to get. I know where it is. Oh wait, here's one. Okay. So I'm gonna try this best. I'm gonna try to get this best I can. Hang on, I'm making a mess. Lord, I'm making a mess. Sometimes I feel like it'd just be better if I wipe off the line and start over. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. All right. Okay, now let me I'm not in the view here. Okay, now I'm just gonna come straight down. Okay, now I'm just gonna make it a little bit broader. All right. And then I'm gonna put a little square here. If you'll go in the nuker, wait, let me get this just a tiny bit more. Now I've messed it up again. Hang on. My hands are a little shaky today. Okay, go in the nuker for a minute, Jandy, just so that way I don't hit anything and make it worse.
I did.
You did? Oh, let's see. Okay, we'll fix it. It's okay. All right, go ahead. So,
Restraining order just seems like a silly thing for someone, an distraction for someone that would want to find their kid.
yeah, you're probably gonna have to talk up a little bit. I don't know if we can hear you over here. But yeah, no, I agree. It doesn't make sense. I think, in my opinion, I think mom and stepdad, they don't want this kid to be found because I think they had everything to do with it. They really want people to shut up about it and forget about it because I think that they know if there's no body, as long as nobody finds this boy, they're going to get away with whatever they did, you know? But there's these other content creators out there that just love drama. They love to stir up the drama. They love to aggravate Bullhorn Betty because she can kind of get into the drama as well. And I think they enjoy the fact that they can, upset her. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go. Here. Anyway, they were following Bullhorn Betty around yesterday, being jerks, and they couldn't wait to upset or cause problems with this event because Bullhorn Betty was kind of, she was one of the main ones that put it together, and I think they really wanted to mess it up. They did not want it to go over well, which is really sad because really the only person it hurts in the end is honestly dad, and the community who want to get the word out on Sebastian. And Sebastian, because, he doesn't have, the word isn't going out there on his case and spreading. That's who they hurt. And they just don't care. They find it funny, that they could even, cause such drama. And they get a lot of attention from it because a lot of people like drama and they follow it. And I'm sure there were people that couldn't wait to see if they could get Bullhorn Betty arrested because she didn't show up for her court case the other day because supposedly her attorney told her not to. And they may have. I don't know nothing about that. But, okay, Nuke. That's what she said, though, that her attorney advised her not to show up for the case the other day because they're going to fight it and it has to go to a higher court. But all of these true crime drama people who wanted attention and wanted to take the attention away from Seth and from Sebastian, and they wanted Bullhorn Betty to get in trouble, have bad negative press, all that kind of stuff. So somehow Betty ended up getting arrested before the actual vigil. So she got to go on the motorcycle ride, and apparently whenever she came back, police were there to arrest her. And I think what people are saying is that she got arrested because she may have violated the restraining order because she wore a shirt that had Sebastian's name on it. And of course she's talking about Sebastian because he's a missing boy. And in the restraining warrant that she got the other day, she's not allowed to mention their names or the names of their children, which Sebastian would, of course, be one of them. Sadly enough. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, this, of course, Betty wasn't doing anything to hurt Sebastian. I just think it's wrong in so many ways. I don't know. I would love to know, though, if you guys follow it, what you thought of her being arrested last night, what your opinion was. I felt really bad for her, and I felt really bad for Sebastian and Seth because I felt like this was a really nice event that was scheduled, and it was, people had traveled, hours to come to this event to be supportive of Sebastian and come together as a community to get the word out on this boy. And, it was just ruined, basically. I mean, it still went on, but it was upsetting for a lot of people. And even myself included. And I wasn't one that traveled to be at the event, but I certainly was going to watch it and be supportive because I care about this boy and I want to see him come home, and be with his family, especially his dad. It's just really sad, though, that others in the community can't be supportive. If they can't be supportive of one another, the very least be supportive of the missing child, right? And come together as a community in that regards. And if he has a vigil planned, don't do everything you can to muck it up. That's just really childish. Whether you like another creator or not, that's just has nothing to do with it.
She's still in jail?
Yeah, she's still in jail because they're saying too that, that the magistrate doesn't come in till Monday, so she may be there until Monday. She has no bond set because she has to wait for the judge on that. So she may be in there all weekend. It kind of kept me up last night because I just felt really bad for the community as a whole, and I was really upset that creators could even act like that. Okay, in the nuker candy. It's just not right. At the very least, why won't you allow this father to put on an event for his missing son, Why would you want to mess that up?
Too many distractions. needs to be addressed.
Yeah, I agree.
Why those parents, well,
My only hope, my only hope at this point is that maybe Betty will get some attention, and from the fact that she was arrested and the fact that she has kind of a bogus restraining order against her that the mom and stepdad have put on her, and his parents. It's really bogus, and I hope that that she gets the support behind her. I mean, could she have done something when none of us were watching, and we don't know anything about it? Could she have done something that, got her in trouble? Possibly. Do I think she did? No, I don't, because as out there as she can be, and she can be she could be childish at times too. That's probably my biggest complaint about her as well, right? But I don't wish harm on anybody, and I think for her flaws, she does a lot of good things, and I think her heart is in the right place. She just doesn't always conduct herself how I would, right? I guess that's kind of where I disagree with her. And I think a lot of people feel that way. That's why you either kind of love her or hate her, or kind of just fall like me. I don't, neither one, right? I see where she does good, and when she's not doing good, and it's something I don't want to watch, I don't watch. I don't know why others can't do the same. So we're just kind of drawing the background of Pac-Man here, doing it to the best of my ability. I'm just kind of really making L's and squares and rectangles and trying to kind of create like a little path. Okay, this one I want to kind of look like a T. And let's do another little bar right here. Okay, in the nuker. I really wish somehow they would go ahead and set her a bond, so that way she doesn't have to stay all weekend. I feel bad for her, Although I feel like, I don't know, because Sebastian's been missing for so long, and because I don't trust that set of parents, I feel like they've done something horrible to him. But here, Jandy, let me see your hand. But I try to stay positive about it and hope that I'm wrong. Let's see. Let's do a square here. Let me do kind of a bigger square here. So when I'm doing nail art, I really don't want it to be perfect. I want it to look like it's hand painted, because it is, and I want it to be fun and whimsical and non-stressful for everybody involved. So we're just gonna do it where it's fun. This needs to definitely be straighter though. Whoop, I keep going down over here. Here, let's go this way, and let's do the opposite up here. And then we'll do a little line over here and a little line over here. Okay, Nuke. I hope Sebastian is still alive. I just don't know anymore. I don't know because I don't trust those parents.
I don't know why they can't ever define who's on the spectrum. Well, that's a wide range.
Well, they kind of did. They said he was in normal classes in normal school, and you know, Dad Seth said that he was high functioning. You know, he didn't even get diagnosed until like a year or two ago because it wasn't supposedly, you know, according to Seth, it wasn't like overly obvious, you know, that he struggled. Okay, let me see your hand.
Even more reason for him to not have just
Yeah.
magically disappeared.
You know, even that kind of looks like cool nail art just on its own. Look at it. It's kind of fun, huh? It's kind of like block art. Okay, let's do a line here. But I can't help but feel like what happened yesterday or even last week doesn't have a lot to do with freedom of speech. And I feel like if this doesn't go the right way, the way I think it should go, let's say, it could mean some big changes in the world of true crime on YouTube because, you know, if they're going to act like that people can hush a creator from speaking their mind and speaking their opinion, that's kind of scary. If they can, like, if anybody can lie, you know, and make up stuff about, oh, I feel threatened or whatever, you know, the case may be, when that creator didn't do anything to make them feel like that, didn't do anything wrong, let's say, you know, that's scary. Because God forbid that start happening to everybody. Okay, and the nuker Jandy, 4:30. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do when she comes out of the nuker, whenever she gets out, we're gonna use this blue, which is one of my favorites. It's 125. It is a jelly blue. And we're gonna just put that right over the black, and that should automatically give us, where we've put the white, it will give us a blue, which is what we want for our Pac-Man background. So, oh, actually I don't need to, well, I'll just leave it there. I don't need to put it on there because we're just gonna paint over it. So, and then we'll go on from there and we'll do our ghosties and Pac-Man, and I think we're gonna do a tree, like a spooky tree, and some glittered silver. Yeah, this should be fun. And I do want to do like a pumpkin Pac-Man on probably your thumb. I think that'll be cute. Let me go ahead and put some, where's my black that we used? Here's my, let me put a little bit of black on my thing here, because we're gonna need that later. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me get the blue on. So let's do that next here. All right, so this is a blue jelly, and it's gonna, of course, highlight our blue or our white. It's gonna give it a blue tint and make it perfect for our Pac-Man nails. Okay. Isn't that blue gorgeous? It's one of my favorite blues. It might be my favorite blue out of all my blues. Jandy loves it too because we've both used it and we love it. I'm just gonna do one coat.
We're using that tray instead of the stone, whatever.
No reason, it's just it was here. It was convenient. So I'm in the process, I've got like an actual nail room, and then I also have this little front room area in my house that I usually end up being in here to do nails. And sometimes, you know, all my stuff be back there in the nail room. It's a little inconvenient. I'm in the process of trying to figure out something that will kind of correct that situation. I want the nail room like I have it. Well, not exactly like I have it. I need to clean it, but I do need another setup for whenever I'm doing it in here because the current setup is not working for me as well as I would like. But this is usually where everybody wants to be because it's where the dogs are and where usually the snacks and drinks and everything else is. And usually when we have, or usually whenever I have a client come over for nail art, it's not just them. It has turned out to be kind of a bunch of people, right, Chanty? It'd be like kind of a little party going on, which I love. It's a really nice environment. Hold on, Chanty, I kind of fucked up. But definitely not the nail room is tiny, so definitely people can't fit back there like that. And like I said, the dogs are in here and everybody loves the dogs and I know why. Okay, in the nuker, Jandy. The dogs are just so lovable and it's nice to be around their energy and they don't get in the way. They just kind of find a little place to curl up and they nap and listen to everybody. That is what they like to do. Okay, so after we do this, I'm gonna go on with my matte top coat just to give us an easy painting background since we're still gonna do our ghosties and stuff like that. Okay, you should be good. But these look cool though on their own, honestly. I would totally rock this set. Look at that, Jandy, would you? Just like that? I mean, it looks cool, doesn't it? Okay, let me take a look at our picture because I think we'll do our ghosties before we do. So I think I'm gonna do our ghosts before we do these dots because I think that'll be the easiest thing to do. So we've got an orange, a pinky purple, a teal, and a red. And I've got those over here ready. Okay. Okay, they look pretty easy. So let's do our ghosties first. All right, put this over here. Oh wait, first we gotta put on our mat. So that way it's a little bit easier to draw. I don't know if it really helps or not, but that's what all the artists say, so we'll go with that. That way we don't mess up our color if we need to wipe stuff off or whatever. Okay. I think these are going to be cuter than I even thought. Jandy, what do you feel in your heart of heart? What do you feel about Sebastian? Do you think he is being held somewhere, or you don't? Do you think he's
Dead.
passed on?
I don't know why, but
I'm there with you. I don't know why either. Other than, is that what we hear on a lot of other cases? Yes, you know, that's what we kind of find out, right? Only a few times, only a very few times have we ever found out that somebody was being held captive, right, for a long time. I don't know what the statistics are.
usually not boys, though.
Yeah, it's usually not boys, you're right. That's always sad too, is that it seems like so many crimes are against women. Women and children. I guess because, you know, they're the easier ones to take advantage of in most cases.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think once you kind of get into the case, you'll see, I'm sure you'll see, it does not appear that Sebastian had a very nice home life with his mom and stepdad. Okay, go ahead and go in the nuker, Jandy, for a minute, 60 seconds. Doesn't seem like he had the best life at home. I certainly would not want my parents to be like that. Do you agree, Jandy?
Yeah, they
Kind of assholes, huh?
stepdad especially seems
Yeah.
not very nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, and mom, you know, I mean, she's quiet most of the time, but the things I have heard her say, I think it's really tacky and ugly, and
What was the thing saying Seth got with her when she was 14?
yeah, I don't know.
Is that how old she was when Sebastian was born? 15 or so?
I don't know, really. I mean, she doesn't seem like a super young mom to me, but you know, I don't know. I don't know what the truth is behind that. I don't know if that's just a rumor or what. And I don't know how old Seth was. You know what I mean?
I thought they said he was like 21 or something.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Okay, let me get these colors on my little thing here. My little palette. I'll show you our colors here in a second. And if you have any questions on what colors I'm using from Madam Glam, just shoot me a text or not a text. Just shoot me a little question in the yes, thank you, in the comments, and I'll answer you. I get back to everybody really quick because I don't have a lot of people commenting. So, by the way, if you're enjoying this material today, this conversation and nail art, on your way out, if you would like to subscribe and hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's get back into this. Let's not waste any more time here. Okay. So here we've got our nails. I love all the stages of these nails, really. Okay, this is going to be a little challenging for me because I don't know exactly how to draw the ghosties, but we're going to give it a whirl. No, well, I know, but see, like the space is so tiny. I'm probably going to have to do it a little bit differently. Like they're probably going to have to be a little bit smaller than. Okay, like, see, I'm gonna have to kind of put two, hang on. Okay, go in the nuker just for like, oh, let me pop this bubble. Go in the nuker just for like 5 seconds. Okay. Let's do another one here. Okay, and let's do another one here. Okay, another one over here. So I'm kind of making it kind of like a little tooth because it's easier for me. So he doesn't have the 4 feet that hang down, but I still think he looks still like a ghost. I think he still looks really good.
He has 3 on that one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they have different.
I think they just kind of whatever. 8-bit.
Okay, go ahead and go in the nuker. Go in the nuker for like 30. Yeah, after hearing what a damper it put on that event yesterday and how upset everybody was, and how so many people, because they just don't like Bullhorn Betty, they were kind of celebrating the fact that she got arrested. And I just thought that was just so ugly and tacky, and I just don't even think those people really should be in true crime, in my opinion. I don't know. Who wants to ruin, a child's event like that? Ugly people, that's who. Okay, Jandy, let me see. Okay. So I'm gonna do this guy orange. Whoop. Okay, let's do this one pink. Okay, let's do this guy, this greeny blue color. All right. And this guy, let's do red. Okay. This guy, let's do pink. Well, that one kind of looks not great here. Let me see if I can kind of round him out up here. Okay, it's okay. I kind of like it when they look a little crazy. Let's do another orange. Okay, and let's do, over here, let's do a blue. This is really easy. This is definitely beginner friendly because it's just kind of fun. It's Pac-Man, right? We're actually going to put a Miss Pac-Man on here too. Okay, and let's do a red. Sorry, Jandy, I'm going to kind of bend your finger for a second. I don't know why the thumb is always so hard to get to. Try to make this obvious down here at the bottom that we've got different. Okay, nuke for 10. And let me get our yellow, because Pac-Man is yellow, right? Let me see. I mean, I think so. Huh?
Orange yellow.
He's an orange yellow? Let me see. No, he's yellow yellow. Mm-hmm. Ooh, which way does he go? Hang on here. Oh, he goes either. Oh, you're right. Huh. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah, they're really cute. I like them a lot. Okay. Let's see if I can make him here. Let me start actually before I do yellow. Let me do the white. Because I feel like that's kind of easier for me to see what I'm doing. Whoop. I don't like him. Hang on. Not a fan of him. Let's see if we can do this better. Let me get my little dotting tool. Let's try that. Okay, now let's try just to draw a little line. Well, that didn't look good either. Hang on. We'll get one of these right. Let's see. Okay, dotting tool. We do the back here of him. And then, oops, there's a little, okay. Then let's try to go from here and here. how's he look? Let's see. He might be all right. I mean, he's a little big. Let me see if I can fix him up a little bit. Nope, that's gonna, hold on. I think I'm gonna have to do the front first and then the back. Because definitely the back first is not working here. Okay, which I thought that's kind of what I did to begin with, but okay, let's see. Let me roll this off just so we got a little bit thinner line. Okay, that looks good. Now let's go. Let me thin this out again. And let's do the back of him. Oh, see, I feel like I'm already going wrong. Why am I not getting this right? Hold on, Jandy. I'm figuring it out. I never thought Pac-Man would be so hard. Pac-Man's gonna be the challenging part of the whole thing.
See the picture again?
No, I know how he looks. It's just a matter of trying to get this small enough. But it still stand out where you can tell what the world it is. Hopefully you guys can see. Because I'm kind of not able to look to see if you can see. Okay, he looks pretty good. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Okay, go ahead and nuke that so it doesn't run anywhere, just for like 5 seconds. Hey guys, I see now that you're typing. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. They're Halloween Pac-Man nails. We're gonna put the Halloween kind of stuff in later, but honestly, I thought this design was super cute. Like all the stages along the way were like nails I would wear. They were really, really cute. Right now they've got the, the matte background, but on this one, I'm just gonna draw our little dots. I may just keep our dots white because I think that will be the easiest thing. Okay. They're really cute. I like how they're coming out. We've been talking true crime this morning. And just doing nails. You know how it is. We enjoy it. Just a lazy Sunday. Okay, let me try to do another Pac-Man here. If he's not perfect, I'm okay with it. Just, oh, look at how he did. I'm setting myself up just in case he comes out bad and I can't get him right. I'm like, well, he doesn't have to be perfect, right? All right, look here now. Okay, that's not bad. Once we get him yellow, he'll look more, more Pac-Man-ish. Let's put put some over here. Make this one a little bit more full. Are you guys doing nails today? Anything? Got any fun clients? Any Halloween nail practicing? Are you going live later on anything? I need to do my nails, but I just wasn't in the mood for it, so I decided we'll do some Halloween nail practicing. Okay. Let me see your thumb, and then you go in the nuker. What's this over here? Hang on. Oh, this kind of messed up. Hold on, Jandy. Let me wipe this so it doesn't. Okay. Go ahead and go in the nuker just so we don't do anything, so we don't screw it up. Okay, you should be good because they're just little dots. All right, let's do thumb here. Okay, we need to make a girl Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. So she's gonna kind of have a bigger mouth, right? Well, I know, but she's on your thumb, so she's a little bigger. Well, and of course I had a little hair in there and it's wanting to screw everything up. Oh, come on now. Okay, let me see. I think I made her too big. Yeah, she's too big. Hold on. Let's do this again. Does anybody use, for their nail art, do you just use, like regular gel for nails, or does anybody use like the watercolors or the actual like acrylic paint or oils or anything like that? I'm kind of curious. Because there was this nail artist that I usually follow. And I've been wondering, like, how does she get that so perfect? And then I just noticed the other day that she was using watercolors. Okay, Jandy, in the nuker. Oh, wait, I didn't put hold on. Let me put the little dots on here. Just so we don't have to do that again. Okay, we put a little bit over here. Okay, in the nuker. Just for like 10. 10 and you should be good. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Let's paint our Pac-Man yellow. I've only ever used just gel, just regular gel colors to do my nail art. But I'd like to play with the others. If they can do, if they do a really nice job. I keep saying that every time I get paid, I'm gonna you know, invest in some stuff from Michael's and try it out. But then I get paid and I either don't have anything to spend on any kind of nail stuff, or I have to get something like, you know, monomer or new brushes or new files or whatever, and then my money's gone. So, okay, Jandy, in the nuker for 5. Just 5 seconds. You're good. Okay, let's give Miss Pac-Man a little bow. Okay, nuke, just for like 5. And now we got to do eyes. Okay. We're gonna have to get tiny for this. Let me get my little daughter, see if that works better. I don't know, the daughter might be too big, even though it's my smallest one. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see. Oh no, it works, okay. Just don't touch any of your fingers to anything. Okay, Pac-Man's eye. Can you even see Pac-Man's eye? Let's see, let's try that again. Okay. With this one, this ghost is tiny. Oh, we're not in the, he's a tiny little ghost. And this one's tiny too. Shit. Okay. All right, this one's a little bit bigger, so it should be easier. Okay, let me see your thumb. Okay, let's get Miss Pac-Man first. Okay, then these ghosties are a nice size. Okay, and the nuker Jandy, just for like 5. Okay, now we just need, for the eyeballs, we just need a little bit of black in the very center. Okay. Let's see. Let me get this camera to focus. Okay, that's too much black. I don't have the best eyesight, so if I get outside of the area or something, we're just gonna have a little wonky ghost. Okay. There we go. So tiny. Okay. I hear you. Oh no. No, 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 no. Dogs don't chase. Oh no.
Hey. Quit.
Do y'all's dogs do this? Like when your cat is gonna barf up a hairball, all the dogs like decide they're gonna chase after them. So annoying. Poor kitties. Can't catch a break. Boy, that was a teeny tiny. Okay, let me see this one.
Redner, get in here.
Edith. Call everybody back. Ooh, that was hard. Okay, go ahead and go in the nuke for 5. Okay, now let me think. Okay, So we got our ghosties, got their eyeballs. Let me see once we get it. Once you bring it back, and then I do want to do a spooky tree. Let me see if that will even fit in anywhere. I might do the spooky tree on this one. Let me take a look at this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do the spooky tree on this one. And let's see, I wasn't gonna do black, but I think I'm gonna do black actually. Because I think what I'll do is just like in the blue. Let me think how I'm gonna do this. Okay. The tree I wanted to do, let me see if I can show them the tree, and that way I can look at it again too. Okay, so the tree I want to do, he's really cute, isn't he? Okay, the tree I want to do is this one. So I think just like where the blue, so since the background is also black, that's going to be a little difficult. But I think kind of like with this one, like you don't see the whole entire black tree because you've got that black background. So where it's blue, oh, I've got hair on my finger. Where it's blue, I think is where I'm going to do the little curly Q limbs. And hopefully that will show through and they'll be able to tell what I'm going for. Hopefully. Let's see if I can get this thin enough. Okay. So let's go in right here. Oh, this is not easy. Okay, let me make this a little darker. Okay, there's one little part of a branch. Let's bring our tree down this way. It can kind of go like that. Our ghostie can be in front of our tree. Can kind of cover this a little bit though. Okay. Let's go out here with the branch. Go like that. And this can go like that. Needs to be a little curly there. Let's make this branch a little thicker. Okay. Let's even go out that way a little bit. And up to the corner. That way it just kind of keeps going. Let's do one more longer branch. Kind of in here. I kind of want another longer branch. There we go. Okay, I'm liking how this is going. All right, so that looks kind of creepy. All right, in the Nuker Jandy 430. I was gonna do, you know, a pumpkin for one of the Pac-Mans, but honestly, I kind of like it the way it is. Drinking. Always hydrate yourself. And then we're just gonna put on a glossy top coat. Let's see.
30 or 60?
30. Sorry. Did I say 60? Oh, that, you know what though? That tree kind of looks good being shiny with the background being matte. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave the, I think I'm gonna leave the background. No, let's just do it all shiny. Although that would look kind of cute. But I feel like the game is really, you know, it's lit up. So I feel like shiny's the way to go. But if you did want your tree to stand out a little bit more, then doing the tree either in matte and your background in shiny would be a good idea. Or the way we had it here where it was matte and shiny for the rest of it. Or for the tree it was shiny. See a little hair there. It's okay though, we'll get it. Because I still have yet to file the end. I like how these turned out though. I really do. Also, as a side note, guys, so in my videos, you'll see I kind of did like a little preview for Madam Glam's newest product, which is this fiberglass gel. And let me tell you, I just got it a couple weeks ago, and I've been using it on myself, Jandy, my client, my other clients, and everybody loves it. It holds up incredibly. I like it as far as builder gel. I like it more than I liked even my, now this is just me, but I liked it more than what I have of my gel bottle. And I like it, well, probably equally. Well, maybe a little bit more actually. But my glitter bells, who I love, it holds up just as well. Okay, Jandy and the Nuker. It's up there. It's really, really, really a nice product. It's gorgeous. I've been getting so many compliments on it. It only comes right now in clear, kind of a beige, kind of peach color, which would be great for darker skin tones. And then it comes with a pink, like one shade of pink that is really, really natural looking. And that also looks really good with kind of a little bit of a tan olive complexion skin tone. But I do hope they come out with more shades because I'm really, 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 it's my favorite builder gel. I'm just in love with it. And I love the way it holds on to the nail. You got 15 more seconds, Jandy. Counting down. This came out cute though. Even cuter than like what I thought it would. And it really, outside of Pac-Man shape, doing Pac-Man so tiny, it was a little hard and challenging, but overall, really easy. Definitely beginner friendly. And I think, that's just my opinion, but I think the more kind of different it is, like when you have flaws and stuff, I think that looks cute too. So you kind of can't see him, but he's a red ghosty, a blue one. Then we have a pink one. Here, let's see if I can. That light is kind of, oh yeah, this one had our tree. But our tree kind of disappeared a little bit. You can see it though. You can see something swirly. It did kind of disappear a little bit on us. I wonder if I could go back and do that in matte. Let's give it a try and see what that looks like. Because I do feel like it disappeared on us. Okay, let's try this. This ain't gonna be easy, but because I kind of have lost the tree a little bit. Let's see, it came up here. It kind of came around. Whoop, kind of came around like this. And let me get some more. Came around like this. And then came around like this. Went out here. And it even goes over here. Okay, Jandy, go back in the light. Yeah, in that light, and do for 30, and then let's see what this looks like with the matte. If we don't like it, we can always do another shiny. Okay, let's see what it looks like. I like it, kind of. Shows up a little bit better being matte. I mean, or does it just look strange? I think it shows up better like that. I mean, it looks a little strange. Let me think about that. Anyway, here's teeny tiny Pinky. He's got an orange one, an orange ghost. Let's see, orange and pink ghost. And Miss Pac-Man and ghost. Let's see, here's the red one. There you go. Let me know what you think. If you guys would wear these, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and gloss this back over, but let me know if you would have kept it matte. Let me see if I can get a better, I don't like it matte, but let me know what you think. I mean, it does kind of make it show up a little bit better, but I think I'm gonna like all glossy better. We'll see if we can't get another image of it all glossy. Okay, back in the nuker Jandy. This top coat is really thick, so just because we're playing around, I'm just gonna do one top coat. Of course, if it were a client, I would do two, but it's a really nice thick top coat, so it's not going anywhere. All the dogs are sleeping. I hope whichever kitty that was got to finish getting up what he was. It didn't really sound like it, though, did it? Okay. Oh, that's really cute, Dandy. I like it. Okay, let's put some oil. Let's see if I can get a better. Yeah, see, you kind of can't tell that there's a tree on there. I guess knowing that there's a tree there, at least you'll know, but. Okay, hang on. Let me get the cuticle stuff. Yeah, these are fun. Different, right? I haven't seen Pac-Man Halloween nails, so I feel like it's a little bit different. get it all over here. My nails look horrible. I've got to do them soon. I have not been feeling at the top of my game. My lupus has been acting up for like a week and a half. And every day I've been having anaphylactic episodes with light, because I get extremely sensitive to light. That's why today it's dark in this whole entire area, except for right here by the hands, which I can work with sometimes. Today is fine. But yeah, that's why I can't work in salon or anything. I'll just have to continue to try to build up clients for the house. Okay, let me see. Relax a little bit. Relax a little bit. It's going to be kind of hard to get a good image. I'll have to take some photos and really make sure I fix that where I can get a good picture, because I feel like we're getting a lot of light play. Let me see if I can turn it. Does it help if I go this direction? Let's see. Not really, huh? Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, we'll get some better pictures, and I'll post them out there for you guys on everywhere, TikTok, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. Instagram. I love Miss Pac-Man. She's really cute. Okay, guys, for your Sunday, I hope that you have a really good day. Please remember to hit like if you enjoy this little material. Comment if you have anything to say, or if you've got an opinion on anything, or how maybe you would have done something a little bit different. And I will talk to you very soon, because we've got to do my nails here pretty soon. All right, and I'll get some pictures up for you. All right, we will be back.